Welcome back to another edition of GBTV. After a week of hospitality and a day in the hospital, I'm finally back here with Gerry. We have filming to do.
Just give me a minute, man.
Sorry. The camera's rolling.
Yeah, well, I played this match this morning, and it was super close, and I kept a sketchy hand in Game 3. I'm texting Luis to see if I should have kept it.
You're texting Luis to see if... I played with the guy. He pretty much keeps everything.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'll text Gerard instead.
Fabiano?
Yeah.
I'd rather lose than Mulligan Fabiano. I'm sorry.
Okay, you're right. I have another person I can call. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I kept my phone on. Okay. Can we get to work now?
Look, man, I just thought you would know the answer. Like, after the hand you kept at top 8 of GP Minneapolis, the no-lander.
To be fair, that hand was correct. I mean, Freeman was crying about it, but I actually really like the hand.
It was. I think it was good, too. Gataxian Probe, Ponder, Ratchet Bomb, Spell Skite, Vapor Snake, Grand Architect.
Yeah.
Your Mulda 6, no-lander on the draw versus Delver.
I mean, you got to demonstrate your range every once in a while.
I guess, sure. But what was your rationale behind that?
The rationale was that the deck I played was a loose one.
It was cute.
Yeah. Grand Architect was a great deck in design against everything in the format but Delver. I thought what was going to happen in the tournament was because it was a new format, Delver was going to lose a lot of matches to all these aggressive decks. Mm-hmm. But I forgot that good players playing Delver just win anyways.
Yeah.
So I get to the top 8, and the top 8 is just littered with Delver decks, and I'm screwed. I don't know how I can actually win this. Mm-hmm. But
you're up a game.
Yeah,
somehow.
I'm up a game because a lot of people didn't know, like, they mulliganed incorrectly. They thought my deck was slow when I could actually just beat them down. And on the draw, I had to configure my deck after sideboard in a way that I needed to 1-for-1 my Delver opponents, and they had to flood it out.
Yeah.
They just had to flood. So this hand is fine because it has enough cards to actually 1-for-1 my opponent until I can actually try to build something going.
Yeah.
But going to 5, I couldn't think of a perfect 5 and a random 55 that I could win a game with.
Yeah, you're like 2-land 3 spells or like 3-land 2 spells or something,
Yeah.
and it's just not going to come together. Whereas if you draw a land in your first few draw steps, between like your draw step and probe, then you get to ponder, find a second land, then you can like ratchet bomb their Delver, you get to play Spell Sky to protect Grand Architect, and you have Vapor Snag to buy some time.
Exactly,
So,
and I even think I have enough time to draw colorless mana. Like if
Sure.
worst comes to worst, I can draw 2 of my 6 colorless lands, and I can just get a Ratchet Bomb into play to kill an early Delver, which, because Freeman snap kept, I thought he probably was on a Delver draw, which he was. And because we knew Geist wasn't good, I didn't know if he knew it wasn't good, but like I'm not afraid of Geist even if I don't have a clone because my opponent shouldn't value that highly when I have 8 clones.
Yeah.